The principal of the school was running toward the shooter in order to protect her students.
This woman was literally the life of the entire school. She was the rock.
Talk about a lot of bad stuff, and that's what this story is, the definition of tragedy. But there were people that we've talked about tonight that we hoped we would all do in the same kind of circumstance. Dawn Hochsprung, principal of Sandy Hook Elementary. She gave her life to try and protect her students. In the midst of our grief over the massacre at Sandy Hook and the lingering questions about why it all happened and what more needs and can be done to prevent more tragedies like it, it can be kind of easy to overlook one important fact, that what happened Friday, it could have been so much worse, and that it likely would have been had it not been for the efforts of some everyday people who deserve to be remembered. And this is an overused term, but in this case, it doesn't even come close to describe them as heroes. And Andrew, their stories certainly deserve to be told here.
Yeah, Rich, and some of these heroes are no longer with us. They were among the victims Friday, while the others certainly do deserve recognition, as do they all, for what they've done. Put in the lives of the children of Sandy Hook Elementary before their own, and doing so amidst the most incomprehensible of circumstances.
Is there any way to know how many lives she saved?
You know, I don't know accurately. I heard 14.
He's talking about 27-year-old first-grade teacher Vicky Soto, who lost her own life protecting her students from the gunman by locking them in a closet and telling the shooter they were on another side of the building.
Does it surprise you that she was found
Absolutely
huddled
not.
over with those kids?
No, absolutely not.
Principal Dawn Hochsprung and school psychologist Mary Sherlock were killed after confronting the gunman.
They responded as we all hope we might respond in such terrifying circumstances.
Lisa Stone was a dear friend of special education teacher Rachel Davino. Now Lisa, who's a funeral director, has the painful task of burying her friend.
I thought we were all gonna die.
First grade teacher Caitlin Roig told Diane Sawyer she locked her class of 15 in a tiny bathroom.
So I said, no, we just have to be absolutely quiet. I said, there are bad guys out there now. We need to wait for the good guys.
Down the hall, students in Terry Alves' third grade class first heard the gunshots over the intercom.
She locked the door and taped a piece of white tape over the window of the door. And then she told us to go in the corner.
Pregnant and due with a baby any day, Alves tried to keep her class calm.
We kept hearing gun noises and put your hands up, and we just kept hearing that. She's just saying it's gonna be okay, just be quiet. We were in the corner all scrouched in, and all the girls were crying, a couple of boys, and the boys were like, they had their eyes wide open watching everything. She was crying, and I thought she was screaming. That's what we heard over the loudspeaker. We heard kids crying. I want to say you saved my life. There are 19 people in our class, and she saved all of us.
Right out of time, guys. Obviously, we're just starting with a story here, but breaks your heart. Andrew, Dominic, Tom, guys, thank you very much. As Tom said, this is a story that is just beginning its coverage, and we need national dialogue. We'll continue that tomorrow at 6 p.m. See you then.